the work talks about the space in between two cultures. It was important for me to use materials from either culture and bring them together through my input of tying them together with lace. And so I used bark cloth from Polynesia, in this particular case from the paper mulberry tree, and woven cloth from the Western world in the form of gauze. And then I decided that because bark cloth is a non-woven cloth, there should be a man-made Western world equivalent, and so I used interfacing, which is also a non-woven cloth. So those are the three main materials, and then I combined them with thread and my lace. Most of the lace is machine sewn, but in some places there is a handmade input in that when there was a hole, unfortunately that does happen from time to time, then I had to mend it with hand stitching. But other than that, the main lace making happened on the machine on a soluble material. And again, I can see a metaphor in the soluble material as well, in that it is important as support for something, and once it has done its work, it can dissolve and the support is still there, but the material itself is gone, and I found that quite an interesting observation. It's been an incredible experience for me to take this idea that I had to the second place already. And I have noticed that in every place that I have exhibited part of it, I added to, I changed it, and it keeps growing and it keeps giving me new ideas, and the space it's exhibited in also gives me new ideas, so that's been very exciting for me. I had commissioned music to be a sound space around my work, but unfortunately that didn't quite work out the way I wanted. And we had hoped to incorporate whale sounds that would belong to the Cook Islands because they were recorded offshore Rarotonga, our main island, and bird sounds from birds that only live on Attu, which is my island, in one particular cave. So unfortunately the music didn't quite work out, it wasn't right for the space, but the bird sound proved to be just the absolute perfect audible environment. The birds can actually not see inside the cave because where they built their nest it is pitch dark, and so they emit the clicking sounds you can hear right now, and they have a sonar device which perceives where the sounds come from, and that helps them negotiate their traveling in between the stalactites and stalagmites, quite befitting my installation, I think. In a way, this material makes me think of myself and the way I see my role in the islands, because I can act as a go-between, an interface, and I can play my role of support, and once I've done that, my role persists in its result but is no longer seen.